Hello everyone, this is Fly Captured, and today I built a combat robot. Let's get a better view of it here, and one of the tyres have come off, there we go. Yeah, the tyres aren't actually attached yet, I've only got some sort of dud wooden wheels which don't actually touch the ground, but yeah, let's take that one off as well, just for consistency's sake. So, here is the combat robot that I made. I don't have a name for it yet, but I'm going to go on Twitter and find one. Possibly. It's just got a massive shovel at the front and one of these at the back, which goes in there. That's not on yet either because I need to go and do that. However, it should be rather fun. It's going to probably stick out about that much. I don't know how effective that's going to be, but it's a spinning disc, and a spinning disc is a lot of fun. So, just spin it round, open up the lid here. Ow! I just spiked myself. Here are the insides of said machine. I've got a homemade speed controller, just here. Drill battery that links up to. Receiver, another battery for this here, which is the speed controller, but this powers the servos and the micro switches and whatnot. This goes from here to the to this, through these two micro switches, and then into these two motors here. Whereas this, the battery goes from here to here, and then all the way into this bit here that powers these. Now these turn, and let's see if we can zoom in a little bit more. As these turn, they turn on the micro switches, like so. It's probably a bad angle, but you can probably hear this if you listen. Did you hear that little click? I probably didn't, but that's going to turn it on or off. And long and short of it is, one of those is for on, in forward drive, sorry. One of these here is for reverse drive. Same again on the other one, and we've got one of those. One of these little segments here accounts for one wheel. Now I've got power supplied to both of those, for both wheels obviously, and I'm running these on the standard 12 volt drill motors and the 12 volt drill battery from the drill. 12 quid from B&Q. Can't recommend them. Sorry, can't recommend them enough. I'm just about to say can't recommend them at all, which is a complete contradiction. No, can't recommend them enough if you're trying to make a startup combat robot. As for prices, if you wanted to make one of these yourself, I might do a tutorial for it if anybody wants me to. But yeah, so the servos here, I bought some of those off eBay. I got 5 for about a tenner. Micro switches, same again, I got 5 for about, I think they were a fiver, or it might have been 3 quid. I've got 10 of those and it didn't cost me much more than a tenner. So drills, 12 quid a piece with a drill motor and a gearbox. Of course, wheels, you're going to have to make those yourself. You can probably do a much better job than I've done. Aluminium shell, this was donated, this was free entirely. I've cut it down, but it was originally a massive box. And the ins and outs of things, well, if I didn't have this, then I wouldn't be able to put power from that onto that into that, which would then power the servos. Which means that's a pretty important bit of kit, but you can find receiver batteries. I'm not entirely sure how much they are or where you can get them from, because obviously I've not looked into that. But you can get them, and from what I'm led to believe, they're not exactly that expensive. Battery here, this one would have cost 20 quid, but again, it can be powered by one of these from the drill motor. Of course, you need to be able to do a bit of soldering like I've done here. Really badly like, but if you solder that onto these wires, you can just use them as a standard battery. All you've got to do is click that onto there, and jobs are good and really. Obviously it's not the best combat robot in the world, but if you're just wanting to make one for fun, or like I've done for a school project, it's a pretty decent way to do things, and obviously as a start, it's not bad at all. So, not a whole lot more I can talk about here. I mean, this is, I've slightly downgraded the weaponry to this, which is an axle grinder disc. I think this was about 20 quid, 25 quid. But the thing that I did have was this ginormous sheet of metal. It was a solid steel disc which I was going to cut down, 10mm steel. Then I realised I couldn't cut it, so I've just got this random block of metal for no apparent reason downstairs, which I can't do anything with. And it's too heavy for any of the motors I have to turn it, which is very good. Obviously to turn this I have another drill motor that runs at 14.4 volts, so that means that I'm going to have to beef this up a bit because this is 7.2. Of course this probably all just sounds like nonsense to you if you have no idea what you're doing, a bit like me. But yeah, if ever there was proof that anybody can build a combat robot, it's this, because I'm just not very smart at all with combat robots, and I managed to build one with some help, admittedly, but nothing from like Robot Wars experts or anything. So if you like this sort of thing, give it a go. I mean, this one cost, trying to do some mental math, this one would have cost about, in total with everything I've got here, probably about £100. Of course, if you pillage materials and sort of borrow and ask if you can loan, it probably even, not loan stuff, but you know what I mean, like see if anybody's got any scrap drill motors and whatnot, you can probably build yourself something for about 50 quid, depending if you know what you're doing, obviously. I mean, don't take my word for it, don't say, you know, plan for 50 quid, plan for a bit more. But it is possible, it's definitely possible, because this, where is it? I have completely lost my receiver, here it is. This, and this, from a website, I will link it in the description, it cost me 25 quid. You know, that's nothing, it's 4 channel, 2.4 gigahertz. Of course this isn't competition legal just at the minute. I need to add some more stuff like manual fail safes and a safety switch, all that sort of thing, but as a start it's brilliant, I think, and you can do the same. So thank you for watching. This has been Flag Captured with a short summary of my combat robot. I'm just going to go straight to Twitter now and moan about the fact that I can't think of a name for it other than Untitled One, and see what anybody comes up with, because that's how to Twitter. So thank you for watching. This has been Flag Captured, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.